Hey everyone, it's your girl Althea Williams. Thank you again for tuning into my channel. Today I want to discuss a movie called that premiered last night on Lifetime, and it was really, really, really good. I really enjoyed the movie, and it's a must-see. Abduction at an HBIC, a black girl missing movie. Okay. A college counselor, Ellen, becomes concerned when Shannon, a student who's struggling financially, suddenly stops going to classes. Determined to find her, Ellen eventually uncovers a trafficking ring that targets students in need. So, Shannon is a young, bright, young girl that transfers to a HBIC. And Miss Ellen is a college advisor, and she had been at the school for 2 years, and she is secretly courting a guy that is also at the HBIC. So Shannon has a hard life. Her mom passed away, and her dad is on drugs, and he has basically lost his mind. He has some kind of type of disease, and so basically they live in a garage, but they end up putting the dad out, but they didn't put Shannon out. So Shannon was living off of campus of the HBIC, and she had one friend. And Shannon was going to school, and she was doing really good for herself. And Miss Ellen always looks out for her. So one day, Shannon is going to the food truck, and she meets a guy named King. And King is not your regular guy. He's a nice-looking guy, but he has a twisted side to him. He is one of the ringleaders of a trafficking ring. So he offers to buy Shannon some lobster, like a lobster roll. And, at first Shannon wasn't really interested or whatever, but he swindles her in with his charm. And, of course, she falls for it. Poor thing. Right before Thanksgiving break, her and Miss Ellen had decided to do a pre-Thanksgiving luncheon. When Shannon does not show up, Ellen calls and blows up her phone. The night before, of course, I'm sorry, you guys. Of course, if you've been on my channel, you know that I'm going to give spoilers. But I do recommend this movie. This movie was a 10 out of 10. It was on Lifetime Movie Network. It also comes on today, July 21st. I just want to tell everybody about it. It is a must-see. Shannon goes out to dinner with him. They go get some wings, and he asks her to go get some napkins. And what do you think King does? He drugs her. He puts something in her drink. Have you ever heard the saying, don't leave your drink around anybody? Well, Shannon, poor thing, didn't think about it. Because, she really thought he liked her. He was coming to see her. He was feeding her. Shoot, heck, they'll say, you feed me, I'm going to do anything. But don't do anything for food. That's how I was simple. Poor Shannon was drugged, and then she woke up in a trailer park, basically like a mobile home, chained to a bed. And he tells her what she's going to be doing, and he does take advantage of her. He drugs her again on multiple occasions. And how does Shannon get out of this? Well, would you like to know? If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to know what happens, she does get rescued, and I like how she gets rescued, but there's also another twist in there. There's a young lady named Felicia. They call her by the name of Fifi. Fifi moves into the trailer park, and she is also working with the organization that helps women with the trafficking. Well, with the trafficking, seeing what's going on with the trafficking. She was taking pictures. Felicia gets uncovered, and she gets beat up really bad by King and another guy. King and this other guy are doing the sex trafficking ring. And King sees her walking one day. He asks her, does she live around here? She says she's new to the neighborhood or whatever. But she does look out of place. But she does move in, and she is, she's front row to a lot of things, so she takes pictures. She needs evidence to give to the police. And I'm like, why would y'all need evidence? Basically, if she sees it, y'all should be trying to investigate. But I'm just go ahead and say the police is doing a very sorry job. Because when Ellen was going to go figure out, going to see what happened to Shannon, People was giving her the runaround. Like, basically, she was a dropout. Her professor had been there for 20 years. And he was like, yeah, I don't really worry who's been in there because Shannon had missed her midterm and stuff like that. And it wasn't like Shannon to do that. And Ellen knows that because she's a straight A student. Some people's like, well, people, change or whatever, and people just drop out or whatever. But why would a straight A ask yourself, why would a straight A student drop out of school when she's making good grades? Because Shannon was already going through hardship anyway because she didn't have a lot of money, and she's not like like she said, like some of the students, they have moms or doctors and lawyers, and they can pay for their semester. Because before she could go to spring semester, she had to pay $3,200. And they was coming up on spring semester. She's like, and she's like, well, I have really good grades, because she went to the financial aid department, and it was like, you owe $3,200, and you can't go to spring semester until you pay the balance. And I really felt bad for Shannon. And she wasn't asking anybody for the money, because like she told Miss Ellen, she was going to end up working jobs to pay for her tuition, because she didn't have it like that. And my heart just went out for her. And the one friend she did have, she was over the arts department, and she said, well, we usually text each other. And she said, I text her, and Shannon didn't text back. And she was like, I was worried about her. But she gave Miss Ellen hope when she told her, yeah, she was going to hang out with this guy that, be on campus, be buying the girls food at the food truck. She said, we get King something, she said. They gave him the name of. But his license plate said King. But King of Cuisine, I think it was called, or something. Cuisine, I think, because, he was always buying women food, because, it was one girl there, she had pink hair, and they called her Pinky, and Pinky was abducted too. She was lured in because it was, I think, him and another guy that was doing it. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, I know it was another guy doing it. I think it was another guy that was helping him on campus that was, luring the women in by charming them and wooing them with their nice looking selves, and wooing them in to become their trafficking. And it was just so sad that this goes on, and people, I love that Lifetime does awareness for movies. Like, Lifetime is doing the big thing, but I know a lot of people, have their pros and cons with Lifetime because of the acting, but the movie was overall really good. 10 out of 10. I recommend, if you haven't already. And also, they say it's on Lifetime Demand. I have Lifetime Movie Club. I didn't see it on Lifetime Movie Club, but on Lifetime On Demand, they do have it, they said. I think they said it's free to watch, but don't quote me because I don't be on there. So yeah, but definitely check it out. It's called, once again, so you guys will know, it is called Abduction at a HBCU, a black girl missing. And you don't want to miss it. It's a good movie. All right, you guys, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. I got to tell you guys. And of course, I'm an up and coming content creator, and I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.